Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It's good to meet you all again. Traditionally in Buddhism, every time when we study Sutra or recite Sutra, we always wanted to recite Buddha's name for 3 times in order to pay our respects to the Buddha. Thank you for his teaching. Because of him, so we can learn the Dharma. We can increase our right understanding about everything, about our life, and liberate from sufferings. And today we are going to continue to study the Prajnaparamita Sutra. Okay. In Chinese, we say Xinjing. That is very, very important. The essence of the Dharma. Okay. Now let's read the first paragraph again. I read this, I think, at least 2 times already. Okay. But somehow I feel the more we read, the better we are going to be, because we have to remember, the contents of this sutra, especially the first paragraph. The heart of the Prajnaparamita Sutra. The Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the deep course of perfect understanding, shed light on the 5 skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration, he overcame all pain. We all wanted to overcome all kinds of suffering, all kinds of pain. But why we continue to face problems, difficulties, sufferings in our life from time to time? And sometimes we may be fine, but sometimes we are not. Many people are still struggling in daily life. Actually, according to Sutra mentioned this to us in the later paragraphs. It says, actually, we human beings, all living beings, we are in a big dream. We are in a dream. We are dreaming something every day. We don't recognize the reality. We don't understand the facts, the truth. We are in a dream. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are not. We cannot control our life. We cannot manage everything that we wanted to manage. So every time when you say I, you feel I'm the boss on earth. Okay. And when you're married, okay, the husband feels that I wanted to control the wife. At the same time, the wife will say, I wanted to control my husband. Yeah. The more I can control, the better I will be. But the fact is, can we really do this? And how are you going to control? Actually, after we analyze about all the phenomena, what we can control is very less. Most part is not able to control. It's out of control. Yeah. But in this dream, we don't know we are dreaming. That is a big problem. We feel everything is true. Yeah. I remember that not long ago, about 2 months ago, I had a dream. Sometimes you don't remember the dream, but that dream was kind of different. I still remember part of the dream. I was in a very big ceremony and conducting the services, the ceremony with Venerable Wenxing. Actually, he passed away a few years ago. But somehow in the dream, I was dreaming there was a big celebration at the temple. Venerable Wenxing was in Houston. Both of us, we are conducting a special ceremony. And Venerable Wenxing asked me to chant on certain contents. I was so happy. I chanted louder and louder and louder until I woke myself up. Oh, there's no service, no ceremony. But when I remember the contents of the dream, it was okay. It was a happy dream. Yeah. And you feel it's still enjoyable. Why I was thinking about Venerable Wenxing, who passed away a few years ago. I don't know, but it was in my dream. In a dream, it was so real. Everything was so real. At the same time, I remember many years ago when I was very ill. And one night, I had a dream. In the dream, I was climbing a mountain with some people. Somehow, other people walking so fast, I couldn't catch up. I was far behind them. I worried, and I'm going to be alone. I couldn't really, walk in the same speed with others. So I wanted to walk faster. But it was so uncomfortable, so tired, so stressful. But somehow I still wanted to walk faster and faster. Suddenly, I step heartily in certain posture. I disturbed myself. I woke up again. Oh, there's no mountain. I'm in bed. So even in a dream, you can see there are so many phenomena. Some enjoyable, that's okay. Some very painful, very stressful. Okay. And in this sutra, the purpose for us to study this sutra is let's wake up from the dream. Don't continue stay in the dream because it's not real. So when I woke up from my dream, I discovered I was laying in bed, no mountain. I was released. Okay, I'm okay. I don't have to run. Suddenly, I liberate myself at the moment. Somehow, I continue to connect my dream with the reality that I had experienced. The dream was not real. Okay, I wanted to wake up to realize the reality. No more running, no more fear. Okay, and so sometimes when we wanted to say that we wanted to find the truth, we wanted to wake up, how can we understand the differences, the dream and the truth? Perhaps we can use our own dream to slowly, to carefully understand, okay, that is the differences. And also at the same time, right now, you and I, right now we say we're not in a dream. We are having Dharma talks, okay? We are not sleeping. How about, I would like to invite you to think many, many years ago, something you did. You were so worried at the time. 10 years ago, I was arguing with someone. We wanted to fight. Even we wanted to, destroy others. And nowadays, when you have a very, very peaceful mind, when you grow up and getting more mature, do you really care about something happened when you are in a young age, like a child, fighting others with a toy, because of a toy, and also fighting with other teenagers because of certain kind of words? Nowadays, I think we all know, oh, that's nonsense. It's not important. Yeah, not necessary to be angry. So nowadays, even we compare ourselves from many years ago, probably we can understand what is important, what is not important. But at the moment, 10 years ago, October 10th, on that day, you were in a dream, actually. At the moment, you did not know that it's not necessary for us to act in this way until after 10 years. Today, my mind is clear. Today, I don't have attachment. When you analyze those experiences, you are going to feel that you are advanced a little. Okay. And today, at the same time, I wanted to continue to mention this sentence. The Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the deep course of perfect understanding, deep course of a perfect understanding. When I compare this translation with the Chinese translation, Venerable Xianzhuang translate this sentence in this way in Chinese. Why Bodhisattva Avalokita practice deep prajna paramita, while Avalokita, the Bodhisattva, practice deep prajna paramita. Okay. So there are two concepts I wanted to use a little more time to explain. What is a deep prajna? And prajna means wisdom. Wisdom. Okay. What is a deep wisdom? And I think from previous talk, I did mention we have different level of wisdom, okay, and many understanding. Sometimes we do call this a wisdom. For example, if a person who doesn't know what is right, what is wrong, okay, and this child, he doesn't know that stealing is not good, okay. So we teach this boy, okay, don't steal others' belongings, okay. And when we teach this boy to understand this kind of practice, this kind of moral concept, yes, we can consider this is a kind of a wisdom, because he doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. Now I'm teaching this boy, this is right, this is wrong. Okay. For example, for adults, we observe 5 precepts: no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, no drugs or alcohol. Yes, slowly we accept those 5 precepts as daily practice. We consider this making this kind of a choice based on right understanding, a kind of a wisdom. If a person who doesn't really care about what is right, what is wrong, we feel this person doesn't have wisdom. Okay, in this level, we all understand easily. It's not difficult. But how about when a practitioner, okay, who practice 5 precepts very diligently, follow everything correctly, okay, and he's very generous, okay, he's very kind, okay, he's always trying to care for others. We say he's a good person. He's a good person, okay. How about this person still think I'm a good person? I'm a very kind. When I compare myself with others, I'm the kindest person. If I tell you that, do you know I'm a good monk? I'm not just a good monk. I'm the best monk on earth, in the world. You know, I feel I'm a wonderful. Yes, and I wanted to do everything correctly. But I'm still thinking I'm the best. Okay, I'm on top of everyone. Every day, I wanted to do good. When I compare with others, I'm a good monk. You are not as good as myself. In Buddhism, we consider this kind of thinking still can make you in a trap. You are not going to be free. Okay, we don't want to tie ourselves with ugly ropes. Okay, ugly ropes. You cannot be free. Okay, how about you tie yourself with this beautiful scarf, but somehow you tie yourself, and you cannot be free at all. So we living beings, we human beings, we have all kinds of attachment, just like rope to tie us. Okay, we slowly free little by little, little by little, but somehow we still have the strongest rope on our neck, around our neck. I'm the best monk. Do you know that? I'm the best monk. So the self-attachment is the fundamental attachment, the roots of suffering, the roots of all kinds of bondages. And we have to break this, let us free. Okay. So in this kind of a concept, as a Buddhist, we wanted to go to deeper level and very profound understanding. That means you want to find a way to see the selflessness stage, and also to understand the emptiness of yourself. That is a deep prajna. Okay, and so today, after I explain this part, then I wanted to mention another part to you. That is also very useful study. The Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the deep course of a perfect understanding, I did mention that Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh translate prajna paramita into perfect understanding, but Venerable Xianzhuang did not. He maintained the original words, prajna paramita. That means I should write in this way. The Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the deep prajna paramita, okay, but actually he used practice deep prajna paramita. Why Venerable Xianzhuang did not translate prajna paramita into perfect understanding? Because actually today we should know that Venerable Xianzhuang was a great translator in China, in Chinese Buddhist history. His name is as equal as Kumarajiva. Both of them are two very wonderful, very great translator in China. Venerable Xianzhuang, actually, he set up his own rules. That means when he translates sutras from Sanskrit to Chinese, there are 5 rules. He set up 5 categories of Sanskrit words. In those 5 categories, we should not translate those words into Chinese. We should maintain those original Sanskrit pronunciation. Okay. Today I wanted to share this with you because it's worth to know why in Buddhism some sutras, okay, some are in modern language, but some are in ancient Sanskrit pronunciation. There are 5 categories. 1, anything that related with mantra. Mantra means you wanted to recite certain song. Okay. You don't want to translate the meaning into Chinese. You wanted to keep those original sounds. So today, if you go to India, and if you visit the place, 正觉大塔, Bodhi Gaya, you are going to hear the chanting. Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, the chanting of Om Mani Padme Hum. This is a mantra, and we should not translate mantra into Chinese with its meaning. We should keep its original pronunciation. So all kinds of mantras should not be translated into Chinese. The second category is, if this term has so many meanings, one Chinese term cannot explain everything. We should keep this original pronunciation. Like nirvana. I remember that Dr. Zhang Chenji, he wrote a book. He said if we translate nirvana into modern Chinese terms, there are more than 60 terms we can use. Okay, many meanings. The third category is something in India we cannot find in China. Certain trees, certain fruits we cannot find. Certain things we don't understand what is it. Keep the original pronunciation. I don't know how to say this in Sanskrit, but in Chinese we say amologo, amolo, amolo. Amara fruit. What is amara fruits? Nowadays, most people say, oh, it's common. In ancient time, in China, China did not have guava. Nowadays, we know amologo is guava. Guava. But a long time ago, they did not translate this into Chinese. And also respect the traditional translation style. That means from Kumarajiva's translation. Anuttara Samya Sambuddha. Anuttara Samya Sambuddha. Venerable Kumarajiva maintained its original pronunciation. Venerable Xianzhuang followed his translation. Respect this tradition. Finally, respect this term, because this term is so special and so advanced. And we cannot use any other language to express this kind of idea, this kind of teaching. So we should keep this original pronunciation. For example, Shakyamuni Buddha, Shakyamuni, we can translate the meaning, but somehow all Buddhists, when we refer the Buddha, we always keep its original pronunciation, Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay, we never use translation to name this Buddha. And also Prajna. Prajna, because of this reason, we wanted to respect the meaning. We don't want to use any language to translate this term. So we keep prajna. Okay. Paramita. All right. What is the deep prajna paramita? Okay. And we wanted to understand that deep prajna paramita means we don't always running on the superficial level. We wanted to go deeper to know what is the roots that tied us. We cannot be free. The kind of attachment we have to go deeper to understand in order to free us. Okay, that is self-attachment. And without deep prajna paramita, we cannot go to this level. Without understanding what is emptiness, we cannot go to this level. So deep prajna paramita means we wanted to go deeper and deeper to understand this meaning. Right now, I wanted to use some time to explain what is the meaning of emptiness. Okay, what is the meaning of emptiness? For human beings, when we say empty, we are thinking that nothing there. This cup is empty. There's no tea, no water, no milk. So we say this empty. In Buddhism, this is not the emptiness we wanted to study. This is very superficial. Okay, and after I pour some water into this cup, now the cup is not empty. No, this is not the way we wanted to understand emptiness. So empty is nothing like this. This is not the way we wanted to understand emptiness. And over here, right now, I put this away. Now the table is empty. Okay. And this is not the empty we wanted to study. This is a very superficial. This is not the real meaning of emptiness. Also, there's one very serious wrong view on emptiness. Now I'm alive. Okay, I'm changing. I'm going to get old. One day I'm going to depart from this world. After I passed away, nothing exists. That is a very serious wrong view on emptiness. You deny the future of life. Okay, you deny another birth in the future. That is a very serious wrong view on emptiness. Okay, in ancient time in India, some people they do believe in this way. Now we have life; it's not real. And after death, nothing exists. Buddha didn't agree on this kind of concept. Okay, and but how are we going to appropriately to understand the meaning of emptiness in order to describe ourselves? Okay, so that is a way that we have to study. We have to find out. And according to Buddha's teaching, you are what you are. You are in this way. And but somehow we don't actually understand the facts, the truth about ourselves. Okay, so when you study what is the I, what is the I, what is self? In Buddhist way, we will say the phenomena of yourself actually is conditional, based on 5 conditions, 5 skandhas. Those conditions to form you. So you are interdependent. You are not independent. You are interdependent. Interdependent arising. That is the phenomenon of you. You are conditional. Because this existence, this phenomenon, this you is interdependent, the nature of you is empty. Nothing there is unchangeable. Because as human beings, we are afraid of death. So we know this body is not permanent. Then we go forward thinking we have a soul that is unchangeable. In Buddhism, we don't agree with this. If this soul is unchangeable, I would say if the soul is black, it's always black. If the soul is white, it's always white. If the soul is good, it's good. If this soul is not good, it's not good. You cannot change. Why we need to practice meditation? Why we need to purify ourselves? Why we still have to learn the Sutra? So that is a problem. Okay, we are facing. We are in this way, but we don't understand we are in this way. Okay, and let me use more time. Okay, everything we see, when there's something you can see, you can touch, you feel this is a real existence. Okay, and it's not empty. This is real. But we all know this is conditional. If I tell this book one by one page, it's going to, change. It's not looking like a book anymore. Okay. When we see one area is empty, this is an empty land. We feel there is unchangeable emptiness. No, actually, Bodhi Center was empty land, but somehow today, we build a center over here. So the reality is very different from what we think, from what we feel. Long time ago, a lady in Hong Kong told his the second son to come to visit another son in College Station, and he said, "You go and drive on Highway 6. When you see there's a tree, look like a chicken, you make a right turn. Then you are going to see your brother's house." So this brother came to the States and drove the car on highway and tried to find the tree, looked like chicken. And he didn't find the chicken. He didn't see the tree. So he always, went to downtown area. Then he said, I got lost. So he checked on the address. In those days, no GPS. And he asked, surrounding people. Oh, they say, this road, you have to make turn over there. Okay, now on this side. So he turned his car back. Then turned to another road. He discovered the tree was gone. Instead of the tree, there was a gas station. So everything is changing, but we don't recognize what we see is changing all the time. Because of this changing phenomenon, the nature of all existence, there's no self. There's no permanent inherited in it. Okay, that is the meaning of emptiness. Today, I wanted to superficially discuss this part for today because it's over 34 minutes already. And let me talk to you another time. Thank you so much.